Another Friday and another JoeLumb movie review. I am JoeLumb. As always, when you're done watching this video, feel free to check out my movie review playlist. The link is on the top right corner at the beginning of this video, and at the end of this video will be a link to my previous movie review on the top left corner. Please subscribe to my channel, smash the like button, and click the notification bell for whenever a new video comes out. This week, I review a 1985 biopic drama called Sweet Dreams, directed by Carol Reyes, on a screenplay written by Robert Getchell. The film stars Jessica Lange as country music singer Patsy Cline and Ed Harris as her husband Charlie Dick, with supporting roles by Ann Wedgeworth and John Goodman, to name a few. The narrative of this movie chronicles Cline's rise to fame in the late 1950s, her turbulent marriage, and her death in a 1963 plane crash. For all musical sequences, Lange lip-synced to Cline's original vocal recordings. The movie's soundtrack, featuring Cline's songs, was released in September of 1985. There is not much to tell as far as backstory went, but the producer of this film, Bernard Schwartz, produced a biopic on Loretta Lynn called Coal Miner's Daughter in 1980, and that film was a success and would be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture. He had high hopes in producing another biopic about Patsy Cline, but director Carol Reyes and screenwriter Robert Getchell were aimed to present a more intimate portrayal of Cline's personal life, particularly her tumultuous relationship with Charlie Dick, rather than solely focusing on her musical accomplishments. Filming took place between late October of '84 and February of '85, with production spanning multiple locations to authentically depict various stages in Cline's life. Key filming sites include Martinsburg, West Virginia, which was selected to represent Cline's hometown of Winchester, Virginia; Nashville, Tennessee, with iconic venues such as the Ryman Auditorium, were utilized to capture the essence of the country music scene during Cline's era; and of course, Los Angeles, California, where interior scenes were filmed at Hollywood's Center Studios. This film has a lot of historical inaccuracies. It takes several creative liberties with key events, while broadly capturing the trajectory of Patsy Cline's life and career. One of the most significant inaccuracies involved the depiction of the fatal plane crash that ended her life. In the film, the crash is dramatized as the aircraft striking a mountainside and exploding on impact. In reality, the crash occurred in a forested area near Camden, Tennessee, where the plane disintegrated after colliding with trees. Investigations suggest that the crash was likely caused by spatial disorientation due to poor weather conditions and heavy fog. There was no evidence of a mechanical failure leading up to the incident. The portrayal of Charlie Dick, Cline's second husband, also drew criticism for being exaggerated. The film presents him as a volatile, hard-drinking womanizer, a characterization that Dick later acknowledged as embellished. He admitted that the events shown in the film did occur, but not necessarily in a sequence or intensity depicted, stating the film stretched the hell out of the truth. Family members of Patsy Cline also voiced their displeasure with the film's representation. Her mother, Hilda Hensley, publicly criticized the film, expressing her belief that it did not accurately reflect her daughter's life or personal relationships. Other relatives shared similar concerns, feeling that the narrative emphasized dramatization over authenticity. Patsy Cline, an aspiring country singer, performs in small venues across Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland, while navigating a troubled marriage. After meeting the charismatic Charlie Dick, she divorces her first husband and marries Charlie, beginning a new chapter in her personal and professional life. With Charlie later drafted into the U.S. Army, Patsy dedicates more time to her music career, which strains her marriage. Charlie becomes increasingly controlling and abusive, struggling with his wife's success and self-assurance. Despite personal challenges, Patsy becomes one of the most celebrated female voices in country music. Her life and career are cut short when she dies in a plane crash on March 5th, 1963, at the age of 30. Sweet Dreams was released theatrically in the United States on October 4th, 1985 by TriStar Pictures. The film received generally favorable reviews from critics, but underperformed at the box office, grossing $9.1 million against a production budget of $13.5 million. At the 58th Annual Academy Awards, Jessica Lange was nominated for Best Actress for her portrayal of Patsy Cline. My overall rating for this film is a 7.5 out of 10. I remember seeing this film multiple times over the years. The first time was in 1986 on HBO, and my mother, may she rest in peace, used to listen to a lot of Patsy Cline stuff. That was when she and I moved from New York to Tampa, Florida in 1991. I do have to give praise for Jessica Lange for her role as Patsy Cline, and Ed Harris for his role as Charlie Dick. Those two had tremendous chemistry together. Why those two never worked together after this film, I really don't know.